Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here at Formula K for the last round, for the year at least, of the Vilaca Time Attack series. And not only is it the last round, but today is also going to be a day and night round, which means that there are going to be heats during the day and obviously during the night as well. If my previous experience at the day and night round at VKC counts for anything, the day and night rounds are usually pretty cool. It's a vibe. It's a lot of fun, even though VKC did get a bit chaotic. And to make things even more interesting, the two current championship leaders are neck and neck. If I recall, they're both sitting at 105 points for the series. So today, the championship will be decided. The two championship leaders currently being Johnny from Nonos Motorsport in his Toyota Supra, and Carl van As, who's actually today driving his third car that he's used for this series. Now, Carl started off the series in his heavily modified Subaru Impreza, and then at the round at Pakisa Raceway he popped the 2.7 Cosworth motor that he had in there, and then after that he drove a loaner car a couple of times, and today he's actually here in his new to him Birkin 7. Now this very cool little car is running a black top 20 valve 4AGE Toyota motor paired to a 6-speed Subaru transmission and also a Subaru rear diff and limited slip differential. Pretty keen to see how this thing performs because, like I said, this is his first time competing with this little thing. I'm not sure if he's done any testing with it, but yeah, we'll have to see how it performs on track. Recording in public is never not going to be weird. I'm waving around a big old 2-kilogram Canon 7D Mark II with a big old dead mouse strapped to the top of it, probably looking like I just escaped from a loony bin. What am I doing? Okay, they just finished the driver's briefing just now. The last couple of cars are being ran through tech inspection, and I think the first heat is preparing to go out on track. Yep, it seems my hunch was right. The first couple of cars for the first heat are all lined up and... Ooh, almost fell. Anyhow, the first bunch of cars are gearing up to head out, and then this day can get started. During the 8.6 is listening to Linkin Park. Excellent taste in music. Yeah, people are still going easy. Obviously, it's still early in the day. Gotta get back in the groove, gotta get everything warmed up, feel the car out. Maybe figure out if any changes need to be made because the guys at this event can get very technical with their setups and stuff. So yeah, that's one of the things that I enjoy so much about here. It's basically the closest that you'll get to the type of, I don't know, racing nerd that you saw in media like Initial D and such, just people obsessing over every single detail about their car and their driving and the track in order to be as fast as possible. And the best part is, this is all legal. Street racing is stupid. We've got quite a mixed lineup right here. Little Volkswagen, Beamer, and this one, yeah, racing the Lemon series. Then another Evo, a Corolla, another Scooby. Lots of Scoobies at this series. And holy crap, I just noticed this. Look at all the Pro Drive goodies on the Scooby. Pro Drive wing, Pro Drive wheels. I saw the Pro Drive seats earlier, but I didn't put two and two together. I wonder, is this a real Pro Drive? I actually need to. I think I need to go ask the owner a bit later. And we've got a little Lotus, a little Fiesta, another Scooby, a little Swift. I think that one was at Fuel Fest the other day. The E36 platform has just surged in popularity as of late. I mean, no matter where you go, if it's motorsports, anywhere in the world, nowadays you're just going to see a bunch of E36s. Everybody has started using them because they're such good platforms. And for now, at least, until the prices spike just like everything Japanese did, they are very cheap for what you get. Of course, you gotta love an S2000. I think the recipe for making an MX-5 is starting with an S2000, chucking it in the dryer, leaving it in for too long, and then once you stop it, out pops an MX-5. I really got to get the Opal running. I think I was here about not even an hour, and the first person approached me, "Hey man, where's the Opal? Is it done yet?" No, and it won't be done for quite some time. But small problem though, look up. It looks like there's some rain on the way, and that may or may not spoil the fun, or rather not the fun, because I don't know if it will be different at Formula K, but when it started raining at Pistacios, they kept on driving. I don't think they let the guys drive competitively. I think all the wet laps didn't count for points or timing or anything, but they did let the guys practice in the rain to sort of hone their driving skills. So that's nice, but I really hope the rain doesn't come and put a damper on everybody's spirits. How's Mr. Cole? So, this is your new baby.
Yeah.
And your third car for the series so far?
Second car for the series.
Second car, but the third car you've used, because you've used the loaner car in previous races, right?
Yeah, so I've used this friend's car, so my own car, and then this car for the last four sessions, 4 rounds. So yeah, this for a couple of rounds, and then this we're just playing with now. And I'm still doing the sessions in this car, so that will be for the championship points, and this is just to play around with.
Okay, so that makes sense. So obviously this car's been treating you very, very well.
Yep.
Unlike your own car.
Yes, let's rub it in, thanks.
My bad, I apologize. So yeah, this is your first time out with this thing.
Yep.
So yeah, we're keen to see how it performs.
Yeah, so I've driven all of 500 meters with it, so we'll see. A good shakedown for the thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm
It's gonna be fun. Very
I'm
different
obsessed with
driving
all the
style.
carbon on this thing. It just looks so bloody good.
So it's all original pieces.
So these are original Birkin pieces.
It's original Birkin, yeah.
I never knew they made the carbon bits.
Yeah. Yeah, they made everything. So it's as it comes out of the Birkin factory, as it is now. It's done 1,000 Ks, 1,100 Ks.
Okay, so let me get out of their hair. They are busy preparing for their first round out. So yeah, he says that thing's been sitting for about 8 years. Quickly went through it before today. He still has a few things to change, like bushes, rear main seal, etc, etc, etc. But all in all, not much. And as we can all see, obviously he bought one of the better examples of a 7 that you can buy, because usually 7s do tend to be sort of cobbled together with various very old Ford parts and welded together with stick welders and stuff, and chassis break, and they just usually don't work. What's that? Is that what I think it is? If you start attending enough events in South Africa, I know I do this, I sort of play a little game with myself. How long until you smell weed? And yeah, we there. How's it on, Chris?
How you doing?
I'm lacquer, man.
Good.
You busy today?
Yeah, it's cooking. The guys are pushing. There's been a few close calls already, and there's only been like 5 laps that I've watched, so it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I heard some tire squeals,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's why I'm starting to come towards the track, because things are heating up.
And that's also what's weird is the car that's got tire squeal. Those tires never normally squeal here, so something's a bit weird. I don't know if it's pressures or what, but he's understeering, which is good for photos.
Which car is it?
The TT Mark 2 TT coming around the top of behind the aeroplane there now. That one.
Oh, that one. Yeah, he usually pushes hard.
Yeah, he drives.
The sound of compressor surge, i.e. turbo flutter, just never gets old. Yeah, but the damage is your turbo, it's hurting your impeller, it's hurting the... It sounds cool. For those of you wondering, no, this is not a track day. No, this is not to get track time and seat time. It is a proper time attack event. Like I mentioned, there's a championship, there's trophies, there's classes, etc, etc, etc. And the sessions are also very short. You basically have a warm-up lap, a hot lap, a cool-down lap, and then you got to get off the track and make way for the next group to come set their time. Gosh, you can barely hear the other cars that are currently on track. The flippin' Mustang, obviously, because it's a Coyote, and the Evo is down there right now. You can hardly hear any of the other cars when any of those are in the vicinity. Gosh, they're loud. I don't think I've touched on this before, but Formula K is a pretty cool track. Obviously it's a go-kart track, but it's not, I can almost say it's unlike any other track in the country because it basically has an infinite amount of layouts. The closest thing I can almost compare this track to is kind of a spaghetti blob of tarmac strewn about this hillside, because it goes from down, all the way from up there, all the way to down there. It's like a maze. It's so cool, and obviously the people that frequent this place, they never get bored because there's an infinite amount of ways in which you can drive this track. Somebody just pooped. Somebody just had a moment. I think somebody needs to check if... Oh no! That's a lot of smoke. I think somebody's day has just been ruined because there's like a Fast and Furious green eclipse amount of smoke. No, has it? Seems to have calmed down a bit, but there was a lot of smoke coming from that Polo just now. Shit. I think that, yeah, that's about where it went wrong, and there it went very wrong, and then it goes there. That's where he course corrected and went back all the way down the track. Oh gosh. I think the way to describe everybody's spirit right now is dampened. Dampened, yeah. Dogs. There's dogs. How's it, buddy? How's it, buddy? Hello. How are you? And you, hello. How are you? Hello. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, no wonder he spun out. Obviously, when this oil started to leak, it wound up on the tires. It looks like what happened. Looks like one of the oil coolers, maybe. One of the oil coolers. I don't know, or a line going to the oil cooler. Sit rep. Turns out the Polo spilled a lot of oil. Left a pretty long snail trail from all the way up there, pretty much straight down to where he pulled into the pits. I thought it only started here. Turns out it didn't. The marshals finally, because obviously it took quite some doing, finally got done sprinkling concrete on all of the spilled oil. Now everybody's just lapping the track, sort of kick up all of the dust from the concrete, so that sessions may resume, because obviously before sessions can resume, you need to get the surface usable again. So now everyone's just going round and round and round and round, doing lap after lap after lap, until the track is clean again. Obviously everybody has been advised not to try and test their luck, not to go too fast, or fast at all for that matter, not to test anything, just drive round. People were told not to go fast, not to take chances, but obviously that never lasts. I think the first 3 laps people were just calm. Okay, we're just on here because we need to be on here. And then everybody realized, oh, we are in cars, we are on a track, and now everybody's just f***ing around, for lack of a better word. One very cool thing about having all of these cars on track simultaneously is just the cacophony of engine noises and compressor surge and tire squealing every here and there, because even though people were told not to f*** around, obviously that was never going to happen. See what I mean? This is very serious. This is serious matter. Track's not safe. Got a clean track. Got to be grown-ups. Yeah. FOMO is setting in. Well, FOMO has lots of FOMO. The oak in the Beamer is just having the time of his life. Oh no, something's gone wrong. Jono may or may not have overcooked it a little bit coming into that corner over there. Oops. Okay, track is cold now. I want to get back to the pits before the next heat begins. And just an update, I did end up asking the owner. That is a real Pro Drive, just as it was from factory. I love that it's being driven. That's just so cool. Fucking respect. And have a listen to this little Corolla. You just gotta love the sound of a healthy 4-cylinder on ITBs. On ITBs, giving it all the beans. I'm not gonna lie, by the way, I had a quick intermission to eat so I don't, die, but not gonna lie, I am genuinely pleasantly surprised by the weather. The rain really has been holding off for much longer than I thought it would, and I would say I'm very thankful for that. And I'd almost dare say that the moody weather is actually making for pretty good lighting. Like the whole track, if you're taking like photos and nice videos and stuff, has a quite nice atmosphere. Now I just need to hope that our good fortune with the weather holds out till 10 PM when all of this ends. It seems as though the drivers are getting a bit more confident, which is sort of the opposite of what I was expecting, because with the sun having set, the tarmac is slowly but surely becoming a bit cooler and a bit less grippy. And the effects of this being a go-kart track is a bit less than it is on VKC, because VKC, if the tarmac is cold, it's like glass. It's flippin', it's more than slippery, it's sketchy. Like there were so many close calls, so many oopsies, just wow. One thing I love about race cars is just how simple things can sometimes be, because there was a simple problem. The car gets too hot, and there was a simple solution. Bye. What a great sunset. I think after this I think after this heat, they're gonna quickly do like a parade lap, a sunset parade lap, that's sort of a photo op for all of the drivers, and possibly a break off, and then just continue into the night until either everybody is tired, which I doubt will ever happen, or until the time runs out. So earlier I mentioned in the video that little championship battle between Johnny from Nono's Motorsport and Carl in the Subi behind me. Well, can you just quickly repeat for the camera what you just told me?
Sure, so between Johnny and I, Johnny did a 121.71 and I've done a 121.73. So there's 0.02 seconds between the two of us.
So it's safe to say that you are going to be pushing this round.
We'll push. But it's a mate's car, so not too.
Yeah, you can't go too hard on it. Hey man, best of luck.
Sweet, shot it.
Appreciate it. Like I said earlier, that Mark V Supra is just obscenely fast. It has no business being as fast as it is. Well, many of the cars here, like that 350Z as well. I mean, he's on gas, but it's still fast, because the 350Z is generally known for being a bit of a boat. Anyways, so currently the Supra is fastest overall, with Carl being right on his heels. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Definitely very exciting. I don't know about you, but I would call that horizon picturesque. Oh yeah, he's definitely driving like a man who's either got a championship to win or to lose. So. I'm typically not one for yellow, and I don't really like that particular yellow either, but I'll insert the pictures somewhere while I'm talking about it. As soon as you're in that golden hour at sunset, for some reason the color on that Porsche just comes to life. It just looks different. It looks so good. Okay, so everybody is heading out for a bit of a photo sesh while the lighting is this good. So I think I'm gonna make my way down. I'm assuming they're gonna meet up at the little Bridgestone thingamabobbing over there, so I'm gonna make my way down there. I actually think I should get one of those step counters for days like these, because good grief, you can't tell me that this is not a vibe. How cool is that? It's just cool cars as far as the eye can see, and they are going to do a parade lap now, so let me go and strategically place myself to get some shots. I was just trying to get my shot, but no, VAG gonna do what? Volkswagen gonna do what Volkswagen do. Okay, something has started now. Of course the VQ has to come in to shut everybody up. There are definitely worse ways for car enthusiasts to spend their evening. How friggin' cool is this? Just look at the scene. And it just keeps going. So many cars. Just my luck. Of course my camera battery would die. In the middle of the parade lap. Because why wouldn't it? And that little Alpha was the last car. Just look down as the cars are snaking over there. Such a cool track, this. Crash! Do you perhaps have a third spare battery for me, sir?
Number 3 coming up.
Thank you very much. For anybody wondering why this 350Z is so fast,
Take that one.
I almost forgot about it, but I quickly asked Carl in that session. He didn't quite beat Johnny's time. So either the championship has been decided, or somehow he's going to absolutely white knuckle it during these night sessions and somehow claw a win. But currently, it seems like the little white Mark V Supra that could is going to win the championship. Okay, excuse the epilogue. I was waiting for the very, very fast people to come out to record the nighttime stuff, because honestly, you're not always having the most fun when recording, and I was trying to just enjoy the event for myself for a little while. But we're back, and some very, very fast people are on track, and they are pushing very, very hard. grief, even though Johnny is in the objectively faster car, it looks like the 350Z is pulling a bit of a gap from the Supra. Don't know if Johnny's holding back so he can have one really fast lap without having to worry about traffic, but look at those. Look at the brakes on that Subaru, man. This is nuts. That was some rather exciting driving. I'm keen to see the results from that. I would very much like to see all of the cars that we're running right now. I would very much like to see their times. Okay, the guy in the grey S2000 just came by and he was doing switchbacks to warm up his tyre. So I think he's going to be white knuckling a little bit. And here comes the yellow one. You just gotta love an S2000. They're like MX-5s, but they are real cars. They just called out the Group 1 drivers for the last night session of the night, and here they come. Here's Jono, there's 350Z, there's Johnny, and here's Supra. This is going to be a fun one to watch. And judging from the way these two were driving in the last session, I don't think that they are going to be driving to set a time. They are going to be dicing each other, if you ask me. Day and night events are just always so much fun, and this is why these late night sessions, when everybody's like, okay, cool, we've done the serious stuff for the day, then they just go out and have fun and drive like a cack out of their cars. So much fun to watch. Look at the brake discs on this Hyundai when it comes by. Holy crap. Yeah, that was definitely an enjoyable way to spend a day. Definitely a lacquer event. Yeah, and I guess that concludes the Vilaca series for 2023. I'm just so eager to drive right now. Think tomorrow I'm going to get in that little Corolla of mine and I'm going to make it suffer. I am going to wring it out for everything that it is worth. I am so angsty to drive right now.